Hey, I'm Jazz.
And I'm Britt.
NYCWAO. Let's talk about Game of Thrones. Yes, guys, we were meaning to do Game of Thrones reviews, but it just always got away from us because every time, you know, we might as well just put the camera up because after Game of Thrones, we start talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly.
And we could have just did the review.
Yeah.
But next season we would definitely
But
do.
we be in our bonnets and
because we
like
get
our toothpaste dabs,
we
on our face with pimples and
we
everything.
get comfortable with Game of Thrones because that's that.
Yeah, I was saying we be like.
That's one of our favorite shows. It's a show that we enjoyed to watch with my husband when he was alive.
Even though they, you know how they upset us with the intro.
They piss us off so much. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the intro, but we're doing a season wrap up of Game of Thrones as well as a review of the season finale. We're gonna discuss a lot of things, but let's talk about that season finale. The most was it turn up worthy? Let's speak on that. Some people said it wasn't. I personally feel it was turn up worthy.
I think it was.
The thing is this: if you read the books, if you are a reader of the Game or a Game of Thrones books, if you read the books, then you knew what was going to happen to Jon. My husband read the books. My late husband read the books. So before he passed, he told me, and the author, he's still writing. So like the story is, continuing, but he told me what was going to happen to Jon. First of all, before my husband passed away, he told me about Joffrey. He told me about that daggone.
I really miss Joffrey.
He told me about that. We need Joffrey though right now. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Because what happened to Cersei was that drop, and it was that bullish. For those of you who don't know what that drop is, that means it's that bottom. For those of you who don't know what that bottom is, that means it was whack. That means it was bullish, and it was just dead wrong. And I'm not a big fan of Cersei. I like Cersei though. I like the Lannisters. Period. I've always liked the Lannisters, but Cersei didn't. Even Cersei didn't deserve that.
She committed incest. There goes that train. She committed incest or whatever, but that's an insider. Every time the daggone train comes out, I be like, they go that train.
Anyway, the bottom line is, if you read the books, you may have been like, okay, whatever, because you knew what was happening with Jon Snow. But I think a lot of people were disappointed. So, like I
how
said,
soon it happened?
No, hold up. So, bottom line, status report is turn up, right?
Yeah.
I think that some people who probably didn't feel it was turn up, the reason is because this season finale wasn't as...
It was dull.
No, I see.
Not dull, but there wasn't a lot of highs and lows. Well, there were a lot of highs and lows. Maybe the music was off.
Well, here's the thing.
I think that's what it was. If they had like more like like for Arya, that could have been more exciting. For Jon, it could have been more intense.
Well, here's the thing. If Brittany would allow me to finish,
it could have been more. I mean, it was a bit intense for Khaleesi, but I mean, I needed a little bit more. If it was more.
I just personally feel that this episode was an outstanding episode, and it was a good season finale. The problem is that we have gotten used to the season finales of the past. And not that this wasn't grand. This was grand. We had someone die. We had somebody walk the long walk. She had her own trail of tears, damn it. And then you had someone go blind. We had someone left to rule a nation without the queen. Bruh. We got a queen out in the damn wilderness. The dragon is effed up. We had a lot of things. A lot of things happened in this episode, in this season finale, I should say.
It was a good setup for the next season. The problem is we gotta wait a year.
It was not as dramatic as other episodes was. Not only was it not as dramatic, it wasn't bloody, it wasn't gory. There wasn't a bunch of. And then we forget about Sansa and Rick. We had Rick wake the hell up. We had people jump from a tail. We had Stannis. I mean, it's a lot happened in this season finale. In my opinion, it was a well put together episode. It's not what I expected for a season finale. However, if you read the books, you understand what is being set up. You understand what's about to happen. And you know about the prophecy. You know about
punchline on duct tape.
Oh God! Don't you dare! That horrible lyric. That's Nicki Minaj's lyric. If y'all don't know. But anyway, if you know about the prophecy in regards to Jon Snow, pay attention. That ending was very significant.
It was.
Because of the blood. Pay attention to the blood seeping into the snow.
And it didn't just go out, like just randomly and spread all.
And the whole prophecy about, the dragons of fire, then the dragons of ice.
It was like there was a destination for the blood. It was there was a purpose. It was going.
It's very telling and it's very profound if you really know the stories of Game of Thrones. I personally didn't read the books. My husband would tell me about them. So I think during that time I was reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
And he was laying next to me reading that. So we would have a good time after we put our books down.
And I'm not the most, I would never lie and say that I'm a, what is the word, biblio or whatever? I don't know.
Bibliophile?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I'm not a huge reader, but this season finale, even though it was not the most exciting of all of them, it did make me want to go and read the book. So I'm probably going to take a little peek at, find out where I should start. I'm not going to start at the beginning.
So let's start getting into the season finale. Let's talk about Sansa and the situation with the stupid candle. But do y'all think Sansa was sitting there to go, man, I should have went with Brienne's ass a long time ago. Sometime in 94.
What did she think that Brienne was going to do to her?
I think she just put her trust in that dude. And remember when he used to tell
his name was Littlefinger.
Yeah, but remember when he used to tell her about not trusting anyone and all of that?
And she
just never listened. She don't listen. But the thing is, Sansa, man,
Sansa's always been a bit dumb.
And she's always been a fool. She's always been self-righteous and foolish, bottom line. But Shorty was about to shoot at her with that bow and arrow, it appears.
But I just feel like if she shot her in the boob, wouldn't that kill her?
I mean, it depends.
And the thing is, they don't have some wonderful healthcare or ambulances or anything. Like, she's gonna bleed out.
She ain't got no 1199.
You know what I'm
saying? That's crazy. But Reek threw her over that drink like a statue of flowers.
The way you heard the smack.
She hit that ground. But the thing is, I was getting nervous during that scene. Who was tripping during that scene? Because I was like, oh my God, what is going to happen?
She's crazy.
Because but even after Reek threw her over.
You thought that boat was going to find.
Because I was like, what is Reek about to do? Because
Reek is known to be a snitch.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Sansa, he's not going to kill Sansa. We know that. But I was just getting nervous. I was actually nervous for Reek, even though he's a piece of trash, and we know that he deserves everything that he has gotten thus far. I don't think his penis needs to be
I don't want to see it because he could have taken his penis. That's ridiculous.
I was just honestly getting tired of seeing Reek being treated bad.
I know, yeah. I didn't have the stomach for it. I don't want to see.
It was a bit. It was a bit much. It was a bit much. The thing is, when they jumped off of that daggone ledge, I was like,
I'm saying, did they commit suicide?
Yeah, she definitely. And I was like, there's mad snow down on the ground. It's soft. Speaking of snow,
I still would have been messed up because my ankles and my knees, my hip.
But that's why you gotta kick them legs out and drop that butt.
They came out looking like Michael Jackson.
But when Sansa finally got out of there, she was a smart girl. She got to the tower, but it was like
it's too late.
Brienne been sitting there all this time looking at that tower.
It's like, is she even taking bathroom breaks? Brienne just
she was like. And I'm like, she got 20/20, kid. You saw her?
I wouldn't have saw nothing.
You know,
I wouldn't even saw the tower.
She was all up
like,
in that thing.
Cloud.
Exactly, it was ridiculous. But the thing is, didn't homie see Stannis and he was like, yo, he out there. Brienne said, but she waited. But of course, that's the only thing that I thought was kind of like, it's like, of course, right when she lights the candle, she's gone, right?
I mean, but that has to happen.
Whatever. But the thing is, when she went up to Stannis, first of all, let's talk about Stannis' fool ass. And no one likes.
I'm so happy that he died.
No one likes Stannis. Let's just put that out there. Stannis ain't shit. Well, hold on. Before we go there. I think it's still on the jury because we didn't actually see him die. No, but before we even deal on Stannis, the situation that happened with Sansa when she married Bolton, a lot of people was tripping about that. Like I didn't speak to you about this. Articles where people were like, they're no longer watching Game of Thrones because they don't like the way they're depicting the women. The women are going through so much. A lot of feminist stuff is going on. But I'm like,
But they're still here. She said, I may be black. And I may be ugly. But I'm here.
Color purple. But the thing is, she, the women, I mean, from Sansa to, Arya, she be going through whatever. But, people were not happy with the whole situation. They said, Sansa being raped. I mean, was she raped in your opinion?
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
She was roughly handled. First of all, this is some dude. She was raped.
She was handled roughly. I don't know if she was raped.
I mean, that was her husband, but we know that it's not like... No.
I'm not saying just because she was her husband, but she was there to make it happen. To me, that's not rape.
Well, I don't think that she was prepared, so in a sense,
not.
he did still force himself on her because she was not prepared.
He forced on the roughness, so okay, she was raped.
Yeah.
But I just felt like, I mean, people, they like, you know, well, a lot of those feminist women.
That's like someone saying, "Oh, let me just go freshen up," and then you're raped. You were raped. That's what.
But I mean, you know, what was really effed up about that was that Reek had to stand there and watch it. That's what I thought was disgusting. What he did to her, that was horrible.
Sasha Fierce.
You know, who's Sasha
He can't read because he's got no personality.
Can somebody remove her?
Because he has no personality.
Can somebody get her out of here?
He's Theon and Reek, so he's Sasha Fierce.
But Theon came back when he pushed Tony off the thing. But you know, a lot of people was really disturbed by that. But my thing is like, you know, what I found interesting was that Game of Thrones didn't show it the way Outlander showed Jamie.
We don't want to bring that up.
My
stomach falls every time.
We still have to do the season finale wrap up of that, and
but it's kind of like though. It's kind of like I'm not talking about. It's kind of like about time though. Like for Sansa. I mean, it's Sansa. I mean, it's a horrible thing to say, but she needs something to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she's actually been untouched, really.
Yeah, she has. Which is crazy.
She's
like,
been,
the whole family is dead.
She's been sad. She's been sad. She's seen some bad things happening, but she hasn't physically had to endure anything. Arya has been out there hungry, living with the boys, almost getting killed on more than one occasion, threatened. Like Arya was out there wearing pants, y'all. Like that's unheard of back then.
And she was still looking like fresh meat.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Okay, because they was like, you see them hips on you, young girl. You see them hips on you, young lady. What's really good? She walking around with some little knife, talking about, you know, I mean, that's cute and all, but the fuck. But Arya, Arya out here. She a real gangster now. Y'all see her? She up here stealing faces. But I tweeted this. I said this before. I said,
but her hands looked real dainty when she was taking those faces off.
Yeah, but the thing is, I said this. I tweeted this. If y'all follow us on Twitter, NYCWAO, I said she could never be no one because she is damn mad. She's damn mad. That's what you would call it?
Baby.
Nah.
God
damn it, Mommy Dearest.
Yeah.
When she said that. But the thing is, if you mad, how can you be no one? You got anger. You want vengeance. That means you somebody with a problem.
My name is Emil Montoya. Kill my father.
Exactly. But no, the thing is, she's, you know, and if you someone with a vengeance, if you mad, if you damn mad, if you that angry, how can you be no one? No one feels nothing. If you're no one. Like, think about the Odyssey. Nobody's cut my eye out. Remember when he was like, I'm nobody. You feel me? Like, you can't be nobody.
He knew about the many-faced guy?
I'm saying you can't be nobody and have vengeance on your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. And as they kept saying, how could she be nobody? You know what I'm saying? And she went out there, but she handled homies so swiftly.
I was like, dang, but why was he alive for so long? Ouch.
She wasn't hitting kill shots.
Then gagged him and then was like, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
Yo, that was beautiful though. I swear to God. I thought that scene was the most, well, it wasn't the most, but it was one of the most tender scenes.
Yeah,
I was very impressed by Arya's movements.
Yeah,
when she do that, when she swiftly put that stuff in his mouth to gag him, I was like, this chick needs to give lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's really going on?
When did she even learn this? She's that mad. But I was very put off, you know, I was very put out when I saw him beating on them chicks like that.
The little girls. He was a disgusting piece of trash that deserved exactly what he got.
Exactly.
He was supposed to get
if not more.
He was supposed to be visited by a little girl named Arya who was going to stab him up real quick and nice
Take
and
his
swift.
eyes and everything.
She took. I was like, damn, homie.
That thing was crazy.
But when she returned back to her little temple folk, and they was like, "What you doing?"
But what you doing?
But
the whole time though, I was like, I think this is a bunch of crock. They just, you know, they just, you know, doing euthanasia, you know, whatever, giving people, you know, medicine so that they can kill themselves. It's not really all that. But then when dude was like, he took the poison that died, and the chick got his face. Now I was like, wait a minute.
That was straight crazy.
So is this
because
really
Arya was
really
screaming? Did you hear Arya scream? Ah! And she was like, "What are you crying for?" Because you get it. They don't feel anything. Yeah. They're no one. So how can you be no one and you have all these feelings? I could never be no one. I'm an emotional creature, goddammit. I get mad and I want to express it, and then I hold on to my ish. You know what I'm saying? I choose to hold on to it because I'm like, I refuse to allow this mother effer forgiveness. So I could never be anyone. I could never be no one, I mean. You know what I'm saying? So Arya, you know, she sounds like she's like me.
She's got a whole list.
Arya got a list.
You knew that you was first on my list. Did you know that? Like, I don't think you knew about your list.
Yo, there's a damn fly in here, and
I know, it's kind of, I'm starting to itch too. Like,
I'm like, would it just leave me alone? Anyway, what did they do about the flies in that day, you think? Like, back in the time?
Vinegar and what? What we used to do? Remember the vinegar and water in the jar with the
oh, yes. You think that's what they did back then, in the medieval times?
Oh, they probably just pissed everywhere.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Get out of my face. Arya is blind, y'all.
Piss and cayenne pepper.
What the hell is Arya gonna do?
I thought that was a bit much. Like, yes, she killed someone who wasn't on the list, but he was a bad man. Like,
wasn't on the list. Oh, you mean like
wasn't on the many-faced guy.
Many-faced guy, yeah. Because they gave her order. She was supposed to follow the order.
She still didn't kill that man with the oysters.
Yeah.
Tacos, clams, and oysters.
She sounds horrible. When I hear Arya saying that, I was like, well, Arya, shut the fuck up. Nobody was thinking that. Nobody was thinking that when Arya was doing that. It was a bit much. It was a bit much for me. Anyway, moving on to Stannis. Stannis got his head cut off allegedly by
We
Brienne.
didn't see it though.
We didn't see it though, but I mean, you know.
Stannis, but yeah, she went through this whole rundown. She better have.
But let's talk about how Stannis deserved more than that. Stannis deserved to be raped. Stannis deserved to have his penis cut off, his balls cut off and fed to him. Stannis deserved so much more. Okay, because Stannis. And I don't believe in rape, just so you know. But he deserved that. Did y'all see what he did to his daughter? That was that drop. That was that bullish. But he's been led by the nose by Shorty. What's her name? The little son? Whatever her name is. Red hair chick. All this time. I remember when she came into play, remember? Yeah. When that whole situation happened, and I was like, I don't like the way
all she did was have red hair, walk around naked, and be like,
took off her clothes and sexing it.
Her red little velvet coat jacket that she had was
clothes
really nice.
off the chain, I'm not gonna lie. And I think the red in her hair is
it compliments her complexion.
It's pretty boss. So I guess that's why they was caught up. They was like, Shakana, Shorty. But the thing is, I mean, why would you do this to your daughter? That was the most insane thing. Shireen didn't deserve that.
They didn't even put her to sleep.
Bruh, okay, think about it. Let's talk about how they get put. And that to me was the most turned down.
She was burnt alive like a witch by a witch.
The irony.
Haha.
But you know what? I didn't even think about that. They definitely could have put something together for her to sleep. And the thing that was
burnt her at the altar with some respect and dignity.
The thing,
because you just open up her blood. She doesn't have to go through pain.
She didn't have to. And you know what? And that is the black bottom line. Piece of trash,
that's
man.
Ridiculous.
Yo, tell me what y'all felt about Stannis on that bullshit.
I was so upset. Like, no,
tell me what y'all felt about Stannis on that bullshit.
And then his back behind wife. Now all of a sudden you feel bad. You want to commit suicide.
Now she give a F.
You should have ran up on the altar and burnt yourself.
She should have been killed herself when she was treating Shireen like garbage back in the day, as far as I'm concerned. But the thing is, Stannis, man, I was so shocked because you know how much he loved his daughter. I was like, whoa. Because, like I told you, I didn't read the books, but my late husband had read the book, so certain things he didn't tell me everything about. That part had me like...
And he's dead wrong for killing homeboy's friend like that. He know that his right hand loves Shireen.
Oh.
That's it. So she's talking about Reed.
Yeah.
He treated her like she was his daughter, kinda, basically, like.
His friend. That was like, it was tragic. I thought that was like probably the most turned down moment of the whole season.
Yes.
Like it was like.
It was.
I will never forget the first season. We should do a video talking about each season. Just yo, the first season. The most traumatizing moments for me. She left me alone. But anyway, y'all know. Yes! Y'all notice that they changed the intro though? Y'all notice that it's not live instruments? Those who have that musical ear.
Yeah, it's a studio.
It's more studio.
It's more produced.
Sound. Yes, it's more produced, more studio quality. So it doesn't have the oomph that it used to have. If you have the DVDs or if you go back to the on demand, go back to the first season. The first season. Listen to that intro.
I got that as my ringtone.
Yo, but who are you telling? Yo, we used to that in the Borgias.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, I had Hemlock Grove.
Yeah, Hemlock Grove. Those intros are just gorgeous. But Game of Thrones is beautifully done. That the intro music, and I don't understand why they did this studio quality ish for this season. It lacks the boom boom boom. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's anyway. But I mean, the music is still good, but the intro just doesn't move.
I fast forward to the intro now.
Yeah, it doesn't move you the way the other one did. And that's
I never
fast forward to the intro, and that's a long behind intro. Okay, we would be singing along, but it's one. Anybody else do that?
I was just hoping that you would end with it.
Nice. Anybody else do that? I mean, because I'll be jamming to that joint, and even if you don't sing, I know you'll be like, why did they change it to that studio sound? It lacks the dum. Like even the ending, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the season finale. Let's talk about who we gonna talk about. Because we
were talking about Stannis and his
Stannis and that's just the black bottom line behind Stannis, and he deserved to die. I just thought that it wasn't. Oh no, what we need to talk about is how stupid he is, though. Because when he's first of all,
I don't know why he thought that everyone was just gonna be okay with him killing his daughter in front of everyone. Like she was a dog.
But even before that, his right hand homie told him, "Yo, we need to pull back." When the snow, because of all the snow and all the crazy, but he threatened to kill him before, so you know he could care less. Because all he doing is listening to redhead shit. You know what I'm saying? But you see how she abandoned his ass, okay?
Yeah, you saw her face when they was like, yeah, half of the men left and they took the horses. She was like, but she didn't think that. I thought you were supposed to be the mastermind of all things God of light, Lord of light. Like why didn't you think fools?
But homie Ben told him, like, this ain't gonna work. Look at all the snow. They was sneezing. They got pneumonia. Everything was just wrong. And then even after that, after you killed your daughter like the wretched piece of trash you are, half of your men left. Half. Not a third.
Half.
Not a quarter. Half of your men said.
And before that, both of his homies set their camp on fire, so they lost supplies with that. I mean,
but the crazy thing is, even after that, he didn't leave, right? But when Bolton came strolling over the goddamn white snow-colored hills,
he was like, "Prepare
forward march."
No, there's only 10 of us.
Why didn't you say
we can't even battle the Jabberwockies in a dance battle? You know what I'm saying? There's only 10 of us. It's not enough.
He couldn't do it. But I don't understand why he didn't say that mighty word that starts with that big R.
Retreat.
Live to fight another day. They could have. I felt like this is it. If I don't do it this time, that's it. But
you don't care about none of these other people whose life.
When they panned back, but that's why them other fools left, because they was like, if he don't care about his daughter, and he's willing to sacrifice his daughter, that means he's willing to sacrifice us.
And I have a family to feed.
Yo, when they panned back and you saw Bolton's army coming.
Right, it was like the Han. It was like the Hans from Mulan. Remember when they came out of the snow?
It was insane.
It smelled like daisies.
It was insane. And then you see Sansa over there looking from the tower like, oh, ish. But I mean, she was smart using that time to light that candle. But the whole situation was just insane with them. Let's move on to Cersei.
Do we have to?
You want to leave her for later? We'll talk about Khaleesi.
Yeah.
If y'all know about the prophecy, the whole situation with the Khaleesi, the Targaryens, and then the whole situation with Jon Snow, the prophecy, the whole situation about the dragon of ice and all of that. I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like it's going to give away. And can I tell y'all something? I don't want to read the books.
I want to read it.
I don't want to read the books because I want to watch the show. I want to see, but in all honesty, they are not going exact with the books. Yeah, they have been detracted from the books, and the author said in order to extend the show, which is great. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm ever am in line with them not going strictly by the books. When I saw 50 Shades of Grey, there was some disappointments. We need to do a review on that. There was some disappointments in 50 Shades of Grey. Twilight, similar things. Books, that happens. When they do a book, they change things up. But for this series, I'm glad that they're doing that because I don't ever want to be without Game of Thrones. I'm gonna be honest.
The only thing I would say is I think that this would be the most logical thing for the of someone like just if you're thinking about money, they would say do a movie. But I don't know.
That would be crazy.
It would be crazy, but only if they kept going, like Lord of the Rings.
Even after
even after the books are done. You know what I'm saying? Only if they kept going. But I don't know,
these 10 episodes is just not enough. I need 20-something episodes.
It's never enough. And
I need
20 episodes.
I don't understand because
they have the money.
They frighten us.
First of all, it's set in some random lost land. Like you don't have you don't need any money. They don't need any money
to start a petition that we need 20 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. They're spending all their money on getting daggone jackets from J. Crew for Jamie. Like no, put him in the regular.
Do y'all be keeping Jamie's jackets?
Jamie's always looking fresh as fuck.
Jamie be looking fresh as hell. But I'm
they just put the little thread in between the
making it look like it's something from.
It's a leather jacket. I see the lines. Who got this jacket?
Like that jacket is dope. But I love Jamie. When I took the test, they said that I was Jamie Lannister. You know, the test to see who you are on Game of Thrones. Brittany got Tyrion, which is hilarious because she's 5'0".
I'm 5'1".
And my cousin, he got Jon Snow. We love Jon Snow.
Yeah, but he lied on his test, I'm sure. Eric is so full of himself. Our mother, and it's just so you know how the crazy woman we deal with. She got goddamn Cersei.
No, she didn't get Cersei.
My bad. No, she got
that crazy hoe got Cersei.
Yeah.
She got the father. What's his name? The father.
Tyrion?
Yeah, Lannister. She got him. And that's what we deal with on a daily basis.
And that's why I got Tyrion.
And I got Jamie. Michael would probably get Cersei with his crazy
ass. I'm sure Michael would get Cersei.
Because y'all know Cersei's the craziest out of all of them. But who are we talking about? Let's talk about Jamie, the situation that happened with Marcella.
Hell no. And he just had to touch a moment with her.
I thought that was, in my opinion, I thought it was beautiful. I thought that was one of the most beautiful scenes.
He was all like uncomfortable and like.
I was so happy for Jamie because Jamie hasn't been able to shine. Jamie has not been able to shine since the damn season, not season, since the damn show started. It started with Jamie shining by getting A, and then when you find out that it was his sister's A, you was like, what? Then he pushed little homie out the window, and I was like, damn, he's boss. But then when you realized everything that took place, it was like, no, he's not. But I always like Jamie. I like Jamie a lot, and he has shown himself, like he has so many different facets to him, and he's, good, but he's a Lannister, and, and he loves Cersei.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's his problem. He loves her. If he didn't love her, Jamie would be good. He would be more like Tyrion, and that's the, you know what I'm saying? But, I thought that was a touching scene with Jamie, and I was like, wow, Jamie's winning finally. He deserves this. You know, because even with like Brienne, you could see how he looked at her. He kind of was liking her. He was digging her. And Cersei and her hating ass. Because I just feel like, is he really in love with Cersei? I don't think he is. I think that
he's
that's all he knows.
No, I think that there's no way out. You know how that goes.
Listen, I mean,
you know how
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's in her claws. There's no way out. It's over for him.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at her.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're very Cersei like.
I'm mad at her because it's her brother and it's like,
no, yeah, that's disgusting.
Going to hell, but
yeah, we're not Cersei like in that way. Nobody's screwing their brother. That's disgusting. It's just like you don't smash your brother, you don't smash your cousin, you don't smash your uncle, you don't smash nobody.
Exactly.
In your family. And you don't smash anyone if you're underage, okay? Just don't do it. But you know, because
is there an age to smash? I mean, my lord. Anyway.
Listen. But that situation, yo, I'm tripping because what's her name? Alira? The baby mom.
Yeah.
And her 3 daughters, they tripping.
No,
First of all, their outfits, their outfits are dope.
I
think their outfits are dope. I like the way they live.
Yeah.
I mean, they're free with it. It's beautiful. I like the daughter with the short hair. She's dope.
Yeah, she's crazy.
But when she kissed Marcella, I was kind of like,
it was too much.
I thought it was weird too. First of all, you're not kissing me on my lips. Get the F out my face. I don't care where we live.
But then she pressed real hard and
she held her. And she's sitting there talking about, like, you come on now. And then this chick come on. Poor Jamie. Because how's he going to explain this ish to Cersei? My thing was that boat should have been turned right back around.
Cersei can't take that right now.
And let's move on to Cersei. And what I don't understand about the chick,
Ilaria?
Yeah, my thing is, homie said, like, pledge yourself to me or, you know, death.
No, but she was like, I'm not going to die. Obviously, if I can choose death, I'm going to choose to live another day to fight.
But my thing is, yo, she don't care.
No, she doesn't.
And it's going to be interesting.
She just wanted her vengeance.
But she's probably, she's probably,
her revenge.
Yeah, she needed to off one of them.
And her daughters will still live, so she knows that they're gonna keep it going.
But they probably just gonna dip and just start effing and shut, or they might eff him up. Who knows? But listen, and his son is with them, with the Lannisters. And once they see Marcella's child, please.
Yeah, they're gonna come after his son,
but maybe something that happened. Maybe homie who had to take the antidote also will recognize what's going on and be like, let's turn around.
Have anymore.
No, recognize what's going on and say, well, we gotta turn around back and get over there. I don't know. Who knows? But it's a bad situation either way. Cersei, though, she's not gonna be able to take this. That's 2 kids gone.
Man.
Hashtag.
Joffrey went bad, too.
Joffrey gone boys, and Marcella is gone girl. Okay?
We really needed Joffrey, though, because Joffrey would have been like,
listen,
the mom!
I never, ever liked Joffrey's ass. But the bullshit they did to Cersei, first of all,
they're trying to take over the city, though. It's like, yo,
that shit would have never happened. If Joffrey was here, Joffrey would have blasted all the niggas to the sea. He would have been like, y'all gonna have to get the hell on with this bullshit, because I got my arrow, I got my bow and arrow, and I'm about to put a hurt into you. First of all, when they took his shorty, let's say Joffrey was still here, when they took his shorty, he would have been like, what? He might not have moved immediately. He just would have been like, these people are crazy. He might have listened to Cersei for a second and been manipulated by her. But when they took his mom's, Joffrey would have lit that place up.
He wouldn't have hid in his room.
This fool, Tommen,
but Tommen is 12 or 13.
Brittany, what the hell does that have to do with
it? Doesn't have to do with, I mean, I'm just saying, he is 13.
A young man. My son is 6 years old.
Go somewhere.
She needs to get the hell on. Bye, Vanity.
Oh, stop, you scratching me.
This is the dog, y'all, just in case you don't know. We're not speaking to a child. If my son is 6 years old, if somebody took me, if you take his goddamn Power Ranger toy, he going off.
It's mine.
And you won't shut him up.
No.
That dude Tommen has a vagina. He has to. That man will go into his room. I guess because he had sex, and now he's just emotionally done.
Like,
but this is all Cersei's fault. Let's be real. It is Cersei's fault. She brought all of this upon herself. However,
but now she's gonna finish it.
That was the most hard to watch scene for me.
And it was so long.
It was too much for me.
Shame. 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 I couldn't have did it. I'm like, yo, first of all, you mad lame. Your job is lame. What, you feel good because you walk around saying shame? Like, that's a dumb job. Like, you might as well just go, like...
Can we talk about the fact that Cersei didn't backhand that chick while she was walking? I wouldn't have been able to do it. And then when she fell and she looked up and
the castle
was so far away, they were throwing ish and piss on her, old food. They was calling her slut whore, showing their privates, coming at her crazy. I couldn't believe it.
This is your queen.
I couldn't believe it. I wouldn't care what they saw. They were supposed to all bow their heads, turn their heads. They weren't supposed to look upon her nakedness, those disgusting pieces of trash. And I said to Brittany, I said, I swear on everything. If I was Cersei, I would have had to call Daenerys and be like, I gotta borrow one of your rags.
Everyone has to die.
This whole place about to be lit on fire. When they cut her hair, I was like, no, what is she supposed to do? What is she supposed to do? That's, if you understand history, that was a woman, that's the beauty of a woman. Their hair is their crown and glory. So you understand as far as historical, like what that means, what they just did to her.
And now she gotta walk around naked so that every time she sees her body, she's gonna think shame.
These bastards. When she came across
she ain't about to be putting it down on Jamie anytime
when she came across that joint and that giant dude came down in gold and picked her up.
His Michael Jackson's Remember the Time outfit?
And he was like, yo, he's the new member of the Knights.
He was like, I'm the newest member of the Rockefeller team.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, it's Kanye. And he picked her up and he was like, I'm about to handle this. I mean, did you see the look in her eye? Like, yes.
He was like, vengeance is mine, save Cersei. No blasphemy intended.
Because there's no way. There's no way. You sure did. Because we're preacher's kids, so we can't have that. Not up in this house. Lord. There is no way that I wouldn't light that whole city on fire. We'd have to start anew.
Exactly. We would keep one family, maybe two families. And they would have to go through a strenuous, like, it would be a very low, they would be in a dungeon, of course, as people tested them.
I would be like, yo, I would send out letters like, anybody who feels that they want to look upon the queen's nakedness again in shame, come to the center of whatever, and all the mother efforts that came down, they're dead. All right? Okay? It's a wrap. That was crazy.
They're very disrespectful.
Did y'all see Cersei's feet? Did you see how rough they were scrubbing her body? And they cut her hair like that?
That was the shame.
Oh, hell no.
Man, that was that drama.
Because
Cersei is a mother effer, obviously, but...
She's a bastard, but she don't even deserve that.
Right, you know?
She don't deserve that.
That's not godly and whatever gods that they...
They're not even serving our God. They're serving some crap.
Yeah,
that's... Get the hell out of here.
What are you doing? You getting off of this. You happy because you're talking.
That's what I felt about Homie though, and I was saying that before about Homie, like the way he always has this little smirk on his face. He liked doing this ish.
Yeah.
Like, but
it's fun. It's like y'all should have got your lives together and invented video games.
But what about
because that's what video games for. They slow.
What about Thomas Shirley? What's her name? Marguerite. What about her ass?
I feel like she got a regular name. I feel like that's a name that people have.
But she out there with dirty hair in there.
Yeah. Nobody, they didn't give us.
And her brother, they in there.
They didn't give us a.
Yo, Cersei better not feed none of them common folk. They ain't getting no food.
But it's Marjorie's food anyway.
The Tyrells, yeah. That whole situation is crazy, but Cersei didn't think when she did that, she effed up. I remember when I was watching, I was like, what is she thinking? This don't make no sense.
Stupid.
But her father always told her that she let her emotions get in the way, and that's what effs her up. She would be probably an outstanding leader if she didn't allow her, oh, you did this and she want to come for you on some dumb-ish.
Exactly.
Get in the way. But
now she can turn it around and be like, you see, it wasn't me who did
this. She can. In my opinion, what do y'all think? I think she can use this as a ploy to get the Tyrells back on her team and say, you see what they did to me? I did not think they were going to do this. We're going to kill them all. We're going to get Marjorie and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, maybe she'll get them to align with her again. But that whole situation was tragic, horrid, and horrible.
It was ridiculous.
I was baffled, befuddled, bewildered,
I was
flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it.
She couldn't say anything.
I really couldn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was more shocking for me, but I guess because I knew what was gonna happen to John. So what happened to John wasn't shocking. I was shocked.
But the scene with Cersei was intense.
It was very intense. It was too much.
Ridiculous.
With John, what I was shocked about was that they did it exactly. They did it the way it was, supposed to be.
That man was so weak
that
and
the Night's Watch got at him. But that's what happened.
They was like, oh, they said your cousin alive. Oh, where at? Over here. It says traitor on the wall. Really? Like, I was just turning around like, oh.
But exactly.
That's
but
lame. That was a lame way to go about it.
But y'all don't feel that the Night's Watch is a bunch of hoes? Because that's exactly what they are. Because they're on that
protecting the wall.
This dude's a traitor.
All y'all do is feel things. All y'all do is feel emotions.
But this dude protected y'all. How's he a traitor? They some bastards. But it's all good because my boy's about to be back. And listen, we need to talk about...
And I'm so happy that Sam and Gilly was gone because they would have been dead. The baby would have been dead.
They know Gilly wouldn't have been dead. She would have been raped on a regular.
Yeah, and then they would have killed her.
They wouldn't have killed her because she would have been able to service everybody.
That's sad.
You gotta understand.
Yeah, because that's the only woman there. Well, no, now they got the wilding women there, but they have their men there, so they're not gonna.
They ain't kind of F no wilding woman. They ain't trying to do that.
No,
well, she's a wilding too. Yeah, that's true. They would have just F'd them all, but they wouldn't have killed her. Yeah. Sam would have gone though. Well, his fat behind. He's a mess, and I don't understand how she could even want to be with him.
I guess she think he cute or whatever.
Please, but let's talk about how beautiful Jon Snow is.
Yeah. I mean, that scene was really like, I felt for Ollie because Ollie was looking like he was trying to, he was bad. I know, but he was looking like, he was thinking about like, should I do it?
Ollie, y'all.
But then he gave the kill shot and stabbed him right in the heart. And it was like,
Ollie, kid.
But Ollie, Sam already explained to you like why John told them the wildlings to come over across the wall. Like,
he ain't ish. But when
winter is coming, haven't they said it enough?
When the White Walkers come though, they're gonna be like, oh, John was right. Because they forgot when he protected them before.
John wasn't even there for a whole 24 hours. He wasn't back home for 24 hours.
And you got at him.
Because they weren't expecting him to come back. So when he came back,
they were like, oh, hell no. This mofo is here with them?
He was like, guess who's busy?
Yo, when, I cannot wait to see what they're going to do, what they're going to change from the books. The whole prophecy thing, when that comes into fruition. I'm hoping that John is not going to look crazy. I want to see.
Because he's cute.
He's so pretty.
But they're probably going to be extra.
I want to see him
That's
look
sad,
pretty.
but they're probably going to be extra.
When he comes back. If you don't know about it, like go look into the prophecy and stuff like that.
Am I lame because every time you say the prophecy, I think of Lego world, the Lego.
You're definitely lame for that. How are you talking
about? They were talking about the prophecy with the.
But yeah, and then the Khaleesi situation. So y'all saw when she flew up on that damn dragon.
Tyrion, Dragon, Grey Worm, and Missandei sitting there like.
But I'm tripping though, because I'm like, well, damn, Khaleesi should have been, Daenerys should have been sitting there training her damn dragon. She should have been.
She didn't watch that movie.
She didn't watch How to Train Your Dragon
and How to Train Your Dragon
1 and 2. She needed to put those in the damn Blu-ray player and watch it.
They late. They not up on their technology. They done.
Because I don't understand how she can't tell her dragon which way to go. She asked this man, where did you take her? What the fuck? What's he gonna tell you?
But the dragon, she's talking about, Dragon, let's go, Dragon, let's go. And he's like, I have 6 stab wounds. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. You lucky I'm not eating you. Leave me alone. You saw when she got on him, he started moving.
He was like, get off of me. Get off me.
I thought that was cute.
Get off me. It was cute, but at the same time, Daenerys has been lacking, in my opinion, this whole season.
Yeah, but that's what Tyrion let all of us know.
This whole season.
He put it out there like, yeah, you don't know that.
She has been lacking this whole season. First of all, what am I talking about? She was lacking the day that she got, what's his name, killed. Okay? Drogo, however you say his name. I loved him.
I say that beautiful, big, hokey,
was he not gorgeous, y'all?
That big, bulky, hokey man.
I almost came to tears when he died. My late husband had to hold me. He was like, it's okay. I was like, no. I loved him. I was like, they killed him. He's so so beautiful. When she let that woman take care of him and mend his wounds, I was like, is she retarded?
Yeah, she is, obviously.
Y'all people have been raping and killing their people. Why does she try to take care of them? Are you crazy?
That was dumb. But they said the Targaryens, you know, they're mad and they're not really.
But you can see the insanity in Daenerys now. It's starting to show. It's starting to show.
Well, kill him. Okay,
it's starting to show. But see,
I don't know what to do, so just kill somebody.
What I don't understand is why she's not. Why she never just decided when homie who she was, you know, smashing told her kill all the what you would call this. Yeah. I don't understand why she didn't think that was the way to go.
Because she's still battling herself. She's like, no, I'm all about right. I'm not going to kill these people for no reason. But then you brought the masters into a room and had two of them, your dragons breathed on, you know, burnt two of them to a crisp. Mm-hmm. So, which one is it? She's schizophrenic. I mean, she's half dragon, right?
But they don't like you. And you are ruling in their city. You told them they can't have slaves anymore. Kill them. Anyone who's against you has to go.
That's simple. It's pretty simple.
Did not go, leave. No, you have to go into the earth. Because if they leave, they're going to get somebody to come back for you. Mm-hmm. They're going to go tell the story.
You got to send them back to black.
Okay? And that's where John went. Okay? Back to black. I go back to black. My poor baby. Black. Oh my Jesus. My poor
he went back to white. So, but my thing is, where is his wolf?
Good question.
Because if he dies, does his wolf die?
Like, what's going on with that? Because you know how they say, but they say the Starks come from, what is it? The Valeria? What did they say? That they're from the, like, the first men or some stuff like that? Something with the books or whatever. People who read the books, y'all talk about that. And then it is weird about their wolf thing. It's interesting, but the whole thing. I mean,
but the wolf was just out when he saved Sam and Gilly.
That is true.
You know, so where's he?
But you know when John comes, doesn't he generally lock him up or something like that? I be forgetting about that.
But that's pretty dumb to me. I don't understand why he locks him up. He keeps stifling himself, but that's what he always does.
Because he should have got his ass up and left with Stannis, honest to be God. You know, honest to be God? What am I talking about? Honest to God. That's what I felt. When he said, yo, you could have your whatever. But then again, if John had went, he probably would have got killed there because John would not have stood there and watched them burn no Luther.
No, he wouldn't. Yeah, that would be stupid of him. Yeah, he wouldn't have done that. He's always trying to save somebody.
Or red-haired chick would have got some different idea talking about let's burn him or some stupid ish like that. You know what I'm saying? But
cut his hair off and put it in Levi's. What?
But John, man, he gets on my nerves sometimes too. But he's one of my favorite characters. Who's your favorite character for John's for Game of Thrones? Who's your favorite character?
I like Jon. I like Cersei.
Really?
I do.
Yeah.
I love Tyrion though. I think he's so cute.
Tyrion is just.
I think he's cute.
We were talking about
What's
this.
What's up, Tyrion?
That we would date Tyrion.
I know he's like 45 though.
Is he?
I think. How could you tell? But I think he's.
I dig
like
Tyrion though, and it's not about money. It's about his swag.
I think he's cute.
I mean, my neck, my back would be hurting because you'd be looking down at him all the damn time.
Well, just sit down and talk.
Yeah, that's true. He can't sit on my lap though. I'm not doing that.
Oh, that would be so hilarious. That would be cute. What's up, Tyrion?
Hey. But my favorite is Jamie. I love Jamie. Well, I shouldn't say my favorite is Jamie. Jamie and Jon are like Tyrion is my favorite character. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Tyrion is top. Equal Jamie and Jon. But Jon is just...
Jon is beautiful.
Beautiful to look at with them beautiful curly ringlets.
What about Homeboy with the stone man touch on him, getting all tight and salty because other people want to save Khaleesi? Like,
yeah. You've been going for a minute.
But why do you think you can go on your own? You already know that you have with
because he's like, I've been going for a minute, now I'm back for the jump off. Who's in the club? Case something jumps off.
Come on.
He sees.
And then Homeboy, the eunuch, he had to come back and remind
Did you hear the jokes that they was climbing? That when homie say, he's the most what he say? Basically that he's like mad bossed up even though he doesn't have any balls. Like I was like,
but at least he just doesn't have balls. At least he, That's why I was confused about Grey Worm. I was like, I know they didn't take this man manhood. Like, no.
But what does that mean? I mean,
they just took their testicles, so they can't procreate. Whatever. But him and the son, he can still get it on. So
they can.
He has a penis. He just doesn't have balls. Let's get it on. They just can't have no kids. They can adopt.
Oh, what the hell they adopted?
When it's the same child, I don't know.
But yeah,
I was saying when the eunuch had to come and remind Tyrion that he's okay, he's good. He can run the city full of mad people.
Yeah, the other homie with the bald head, I forget his name. He was like, who do we know?
But he's eunuch.
I like the way he talks. I like him. He's cool.
He's ridiculous.
I like him. I like him a lot. But yeah, he's one of those characters that I like that I didn't intend to like. Or you forget about him. I even like Littlefinger.
When he had that man in the chest.
Yeah, but I also like Littlefinger. I don't like to like Littlefinger, but I do like Littlefinger. I enjoy Brienne.
I like that Littlefinger is ratchet. He does anything.
He dresses very sharp, but he is ratchet.
He does anything for the power.
I also enjoy Brienne. She's cool.
She's all righteous and loyal and all.
It's that. Just here's the thing. You know what? We'll do a separate video talking about what we're looking forward to the next season of Game of Thrones. I'm Jazz.
I'm Britt.
NYCWAO.
You say